Alright, so I'm going to do a garden update. We're in the early June. And so things are looking a little bit floppy because the well broke and we didn't realize it for a day, but we got it fixed now. But here is the red cherry tomato. Tons of tomatoes on it. None of them are ripe yet, but it's getting big just like last year, and it's actually overgrowing the trellis. Then beside it we have the yellow pear, which isn't as big, but it'll get there. It was planted later. And then in the front we have all the onions, which are basically ready. We're just grabbing them as we need them. And underneath the tomato plants I have basil. And then here we have eggplant, and then there's 3 on the other side. Having issues with bugs on the eggplant, but this variety on this side seems to be faring better than that side. And these are the Black Beauty. Okay, and then in the middle we have green beans, which I just planted or transplanted not too long ago. We have zinnias on each end. This one's about to open. Then we have okra. And I will say, this is the one plant that seems to fare the best in any conditions. Like, it does well without water. And then in the middle here, kind of shaded by the okra, are my bell peppers, and I have some right here. And over here we have squash. And as you can see, this squash is pretty much toast. My theory is that it was at the seam on the soaker hose, so it was getting way more water than any other plant because it leaks. And so when the well broke and it wasn't getting water, it was so used to getting so much that it just dried up so much quicker. Because the other squash are doing fine. This one's the best. This crookneck squash is looking pretty good. And then back behind them we have the cucumbers. And I haven't got a cucumber yet. I've got about 20 squash already. Here we have sweet potatoes and a zinnia, but looks like something got to it a little bit because the stalk. But right here we have more sweet potatoes. Then we have 2 Roma tomatoes, doing good. I think this one was, I don't remember what that one, the middle one was. But then we have 2 beefsteak and a Whopper, I believe. Yeah, all doing pretty good. Then right here we have some pole beans and more sweet potatoes. I've actually started harvesting pole beans. But yep, that's the front. And then this catnip plant is huge, like huge. And then all around the greenhouse on the back side we have these cleums. And even in the strawberry bed they volunteered. This is going to be a pain in the butt next year. And then right here we have a zucchini, huge zucchini. I just picked one today actually. And then we have all the potatoes so right here we have potatoes, and I'm currently hardening the skin on these ones. We've harvested a few of them, had some potato salad. And yes, the strawberries are still coming in, but at this point there's just hidden by all the cleome, so there's like no point. Then we have a jalapeno that's blooming, and another zucchini, and a zinnia that's growing right up, and more potatoes. So garden is doing pretty good. I will say I walked up to the front garden, and there's just so many weeds, it's like disappointing. And the watermelon are blooming, some of them. The ones that we planted like really early are blooming, and other ones are like not even a foot. I'd say maybe half a foot. And this is what the catio looks like. We've got a little pop of color here and there. They're coming in slowly but surely. I've got some dwarf zinnias, which are super cute little flowers. Just wish there was more blooms. There's some pink ones. It's very interesting to see what color will come up. And then here I have assorted snapdragons. This is like a baby pink with some yellow. And that kind of looks like what all these are gonna be. It'll be interesting. And then we have this like dark pinkish red with like a very orangey yellow center. Really pretty. And then we did have another bloom fell off. It was more of a pinky color with yellow. Kind of reminded me of strawberry lemonade or something like that. But yeah. And we're just gonna go look at Duke and Aries for a little bit. Duke is very dirty. Needs a bath, although he just had a bath about a week ago. Isn't that right? Your little head looks tiny. Yeah. They are getting along pretty good next to each other. Aries is getting a little bit more and more frail. Harder time walking, isn't that right? We increased her dose of her supplement, so hopefully that'll start walking. Yes, I know, buddy. And we've been using a plaque off powder on their teeth because Aries had to have dental work. And you can really tell, Duke, look at me. You can tell in Duke's teeth because they're super white. Here, Duke, come here. Let me see them.